Okay, so let's take a look at a unit that's in the game that can have 100% evade, 100% status ailment resistance, can get innate draw attacks, which means you don't have to use Provoke on him with Golem, and has Entrust. So the unit could literally be free to use whatever skill they wanted during every turn, which could just be Entrust every turn. So what unit is that? Well, let's take a look. What? It's your boy Galuf! Oh my god! Okay, so how do we do this with Galuf? Well, let's take a look at his kit. Alright, so in Galuf's kit, he has 3 different kinds of magic. So if you have any of those skills that you need to do during, say, a story mission, or finish with magic and you just can't fit that into your kit somewhere. And he has 50% innate draw attacks. Now, innate means that you don't have to use a skill for him to aggravate the enemy to be attacked. So whenever the enemy's basic attacking, 50% of the time it's going to target him. That's what that means. So we want to get that up to 100% though, so the enemy is always targeting Galuf. So how do we get that up to 100%? It's with equipments. He doesn't need to use Equip Light Shield or Equip Heavy Shield, so we can get Moogle Plushie in there, just drop it right in for free. So Moogle Plushie is 30% in innate draw attacks, and then we have K Producer's Jacket, which is a fantastic login reward item, which gives 20%. Very unique items here. Now, that brings him up to 100%. 50 in his kit, plus 30 from Moogle Plushie, plus 20 from K Producer's Jacket. And he's sitting at 100% of the time the enemy is going to target him with single target skills and basic attacks. That's amazing. So now that he's always taking those single target hits, let's make sure that he can't be hit with the physical attacks. So we need to get him to 100% evade. Well, that's going to be 5% from Azul Crossblade, which is in the right-hand slot, 5% from Wolf Mask, which is in an Exploration in Madam's Manor, the Trust Mastery from Noctis twice, or the Trust Mastery from the Just Cause event, Rico, which is Protect Grappler, gives 25%. We get True Spirit of Freedom, which is 15, Spirit of Freedom, which is 10, Evade, which is 10, and then he's still only sitting at 95%. We need that other 5%. Well, that would be from the Esper. The Esper Tetrasilphide has Air Step, which gives you 5% evade. So that brings him up to 100% evade, so he's always dodging any physical move, and he's being targeted without having to use any skills. So you don't have to worry about using Provoke on Golem or anything like that. And then you have one free slot, which I use for Discernment. That way he's immune to all status ailments. So now we have 100% innate draw attacks, 100% evade, and immune to all status ailments. That's amazing, on a 3 to 5 star base. Okay, well what's he going to do though? If he's not going to use any skills, really, well what's he got? Well, that's going to be Entrust. Anytime he has Limit Burst, all those Limit Burst crystals that have went to him, he's going to give them to the ally of your choice. He's going to say, no, Hyo, you have my Limit Burst gauge. You need it to finish off this enemy. He's going to donate his Limit Burst gauge at whatever percentage it's been at to the ally. So let's find out and see where that is going to be useful for this kit. Alright, so here we are in Diablos. We've been going for a few turns. Magic Cover's been doing their thing. Galuf's been taking his hits, dodging them all, dodging and weaving. Let's just move into the next turn. Just show how it's done. The single target hits, all going for Galuf. Magic Cover coming out, doing their thing. Boom, and we're good. Okay? So that allows our support characters to do their thing. And our finishers and all them to do theirs. Now, I could donate the limit burst if I needed to, but our breaker got her limit burst just this turn. So let's use that. Our buffer has his skill. Let's use that one. Okay. Alright, so we'll just use our breaker, our buffer. All because Galuf's been just doing his thing. Just taking the damage. 100%. That allows everyone else to really be able to unleash and do the skills that they need to make that 3-star Esper go down without a problem. And that's what Galuf's there for. Thanks, Diablos. So, again, let's just wrap up on that Galuf from Final Fantasy. Okay? Let's take a look at him. Okay. We've got 100% innate draw attacks, 100% dodge, status ailment resistance. It's fantastic. Only goes to level 80, but you don't need it. You don't need high health and all that whenever he's just dodging attacks. You could switch around his build just a little if you wanted to get something else instead of status ailment resistance in that slot. Now let's take a look and see what that Tetrasylphide build is. Okay, so Air Step is all the way over here. So you have to unlock all this crazy zigzag and get Air Step. But then you're allowed to do whatever you want with the entire rest. I personally got Baroga, which is giving him an ability to do 70% wind resistance to all allies. You could make him your evoker, you could do whatever you wanted with him, finish with that. But I like to use him for Entrust. And that's Galuf. See you next time.